Welcome to part 1 of our Windows 10 installation and setup tutorial. I'm Alex from Level Up Gaming and Tech, and I'll guide you through downloading and installing Windows 10. Let's get started. The first step is downloading Windows Media Creation Tool from Microsoft's website. Go ahead and open your browser, navigate to your favorite search engine and type Windows 10 Media Creation Tool, and open the first Google sponsored link pointing to Microsoft's website. If you prefer, you can access it directly at this URL. Click on the Download Tool Now button below the Create Windows 10 Installation Media title. Once that's finished, run the downloaded .exe file by double-clicking it. The tool will notify you for the first time that it's getting a few things ready. After that, accept the terms and conditions. Next, it'll ask you whether you want to upgrade your PC or create installation media. For the purpose of this tutorial, we'll select Create Installation Media and use a USB flash drive. Last is the architecture of your CPU. If you have a 64-bit CPU, select 64-bit. Otherwise, select 32-bit. Most modern CPUs are 64-bit, so it's a small chance that you'll have a 32-bit one. Be advised, you can install a 32-bit OS on a computer with a 64-bit CPU, but not the other way around. Next, select if you want to make an ISO file or if you want to use a USB flash drive for storing your Windows 10 installation media. Select USB. Finally, it'll ask you to select your flash drive. Ours was marked with H. Check this carefully. You don't want your installation media accidentally going to the wrong drive. The next step is waiting for Windows 10 to download. This can take anywhere from 10 minutes or so to a couple of hours depending on your internet speed. After that, the tool will automatically make your flash drive bootable and transfer your installation to it. This will take anywhere from a few minutes to half an hour. The last thing is, click Finish. Alright, now we're ready for the next step. Turn off your PC and plug the USB flash drive into an empty slot. Power on your PC and start tapping the delete key on your keyboard, or whichever key takes you to the BIOS. It's usually delete or F2 on a laptop. In your computer's BIOS, find the boot menu, which will let you select a drive for one-time temporary booting. Alternatively, after restarting, press F8 or F12 instead of delete, and it'll take you directly to the boot menu. Select your USB flash drive and press enter. Your PC will restart and boot from the flash drive. If it asks you to press any key to boot from CD or DVD, press any key on your keyboard to start the installation. Select the language you're most comfortable reading and click Next. If this is the first time you're installing Windows 10, find the activation key you received with your purchase. If you've already activated it or are reinstalling Windows, click the blue I don't have a product key. Select the edition of Windows you want to install. For more information on what each of these editions include, visit this URL. One side note, if you've purchased, for example, Windows 10 Home, you can't activate Windows 10 Pro with your home key. Double check your purchased edition now. On the next screen, click the checkbox to accept the license terms and click Next. Click on Custom to perform a fresh Windows installation. Next, select the drive or partition you want to install to. If your screen looks different, select each of the partitions used for Windows installations. Click Delete, select the unallocated space, and choose the size of your Windows partition. It's not advisable to leave it under 40 GB. Windows 10 itself takes between 10 and 20 GB. Click Next and wait for it to finish the installation. When it's done, let the computer restart itself and wait for it to boot up. If it asks you to press any key to boot from CD or DVD, don't touch anything. You can take out your USB at this point. The last step is configuring your fresh Windows installation. After getting ready for some time, Microsoft's Cortana will pop up on screen and guide you through the configuration.
And I'm here to help. A little sign in here, a touch of Wi-Fi there, and we'll have your PC ready for all you plan to do. Use your voice or the keyboard along the way, and if you'd like me to stay quiet, just select the little microphone icon towards the bottom of your screen. If you need an assistive screen reader, press the Windows, Control, and Enter keys at the same time to turn on narrator. Okay, enough intro. Let's dig in. Your region is set to United States.
On the first screen, select your preferred keyboard layout and click Yes. If you want to add a second layout, click Add Layout and repeat the process. We'll skip for now. You can always add additional layouts after.
Now let's see what's new from Windows.
On the next screen, select Setup for Personal Use and click Next. If you have a Microsoft account, enter your email and password. If you want to create one, do it now. Otherwise, if you want an offline account, click it on the bottom left corner and enter your username and password. We'll use an offline account for this tutorial.
You're about to set up an offline account, but I wanted to make sure you know, Windows works way better with the Microsoft. Type what you want to name your account. Okay, now type a password for your account. And one more time to make sure we've got it right. Now you can set up 3 security questions to help you reset your password if you forget it. Choose the first question and type your answer. One's the charm. Choose your last question, type the answer, and you're good to go. Hey, look, that's me, Cortana. Can I have
Cortana is Microsoft's personal assistant, and she can assist you while working in Windows or browsing the internet. For the time being, we'll disable her. Next up is privacy settings. We'll disable everything for this tutorial. But if you want to use Microsoft's apps and store apps that use, for example, location and find my device features, it's recommended you leave them enabled. That's it. After a few minutes of ominous messages and changing shades of color, Windows 10 will boot up.
For you, and Windows will be all yours. Looking forward to helping out.
Congratulations! If you made it this far, it means you now have a fully functioning, properly installed Windows 10. Stay tuned for next week's tutorial on configuring Windows 10 for optimal gaming and work performance. If you've liked this video, make sure you leave a like. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and share with your friends and people who need it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again in the next one.